I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We welcome Rinku Susumu. Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
thank you for having me here.
Well, thank you for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Well, I'm Rinku Susumu, and I usually say when I start my streams, I'm the linker of nature and civilization. It may sound a little bit weird now that I think about it.
Hey, somebody's got to do it. Then somebody's got to do it, so it might as well be you, right?
Sorry?
I said somebody's got to do that for us, so you're the person who gets to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we do appreciate that. So
Okay, that's good.
How long have you been VTubing?
For how long you say?
Yeah, how long have you been doing it?
Well, I just made 2 years, like last week.
Congratulations.
It's good timing, actually.
Yeah. And so how when you got started, how did you come about starting as a VTuber? Did it just come to you as you were watching somebody else?
Well, I watched some VTubers before I started, of course.
Mhm.
And I always thought I wanted to stream. I wanted to be a streamer, but I'm really, really shy.
Mm.
So I didn't really want to show my face. And then I thought, hey, maybe I could do that, you know?
Yeah. And with that, having an avatar, does that make it more comfortable for you?
Actually, yeah, pretty much. I'm still very shy, and when I started, I was trembling basically, but I got used to it.
So behind the microphone, you were shaking in your boots a little bit while trying to do. What did you stream on your first time out?
Well, when I started, I just talked and did some Q&A,
Mm-hmm.
and when I started, really, I had a very bad setup.
Mm.
I streamed with just a very bad laptop, so I was very limited, and I just stick with retro games mostly.
Mm-hmm. So what type of retro games? Can you tell me a few of them?
Yeah, for example, I streamed. I remember I streamed The Legend of Zelda, the NES one.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had that one. I had that one. Uh, I had the original an original NES with the original Zelda cart, and I did manage to beat it.
Oh,
Um,
that's so cool.
yeah, that was
I never got to actually play it on the original console, but
yeah,
I'm a sucker for retro games, really.
yeah. That is fun. There were a few things that were really fun on the NES that it was just built for. Like
Hmm.
well, Zelda for one. I mean, that was the
Yeah,
original couple of Zeldas were perfect for two buttons and a
I still have to try the second one.
yeah,
I like to try it someday.
yeah. It's a little different. It's a little different in
Yeah.
in some ways. Um, then there's something like the Punch Out boxing, which was
Oh, yeah. I tried that one. Yeah.
yeah, that was perfect for two buttons, basically. Just keep hitting
They
them.
were simpler times,
Yeah.
really.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a lot of fun, and games like Tetris and the original Mario Brothers were perfect for it back then. And now,
Yeah. Who
so
hasn't played them?
yeah, yeah. I remember the first time I beat the original Super Mario Brothers. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't have anybody to yell at. I wanted to call people up and wake them up. I beat them. I beat him. I beat it. But I don't think they'd have appreciated that. Um, so are you still playing the retro games today?
Not as much because I got a better PC and all,
Mhm.
but I still love retro games. So every once in a while I stream retro games still.
Mm. So what was the most recent retro game you played?
The most recent one, I think I played one recently, but my memory is super bad actually. Wait, Let me check. Let me check real quick.
Yeah.
um. Okay. Well, I played a Kirby game recently. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's always fun to be able to go back and find these, and they're not the most complicated games like they are now, but
Yeah.
they were built to have fun to play and play more than once usually.
Yeah. Like nowadays, the games are way more complex and the graphics and all. But I still think it's good to go back to those times every once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you had to be more skillful or more fast with your thumbs to do something on a smaller
Yeah.
game than do something now where you can just kind of fast click and have it click for you and do all these different moves. It's a lot different. Even the PC games are a lot different than they were back then.
I mean, all games were usually way harder than actual ones, right? Like the ones we have now.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you couldn't do as much.
Yeah,
You didn't
that's
have.
that's part of it.
Yeah, it was you. Then the people had to be the creators. I think in a lot of cases for the better games had to think of different ways to do things to
Mm.
keep up atmosphere and stuff. Because if you play, say, a Fallout game now,
Oh yeah.
you always got to have that sense of dread and horror going on.
Mm.
But in Fallout 1 and 2, which is a completely different type of game, they had to create that same type of setting in a turn-based game, which you don't really get to do in the other Fallout. But they managed to do it. So um, that's pretty cool. What modern games are you playing these days?
Well, currently I'm streaming Yakuza Kiwami
Mm,
and also Persona 4 Golden.
okay. What's that one? What's
But out of a stream, I'm also playing the latest Dragon Ball game.
okay. Now
Hmm.
the Dragon Ball games, I haven't seen. I watched. Of course, everybody's watched at least some of the series. I mean, you just by accident you probably find some of the series online somewhere. Um, so what is that Dragon Ball game like? Is there a story behind it, or is it just a fighting game?
Well, it has story mode that follows like different chapters of different characters,
Mm-hmm.
but it's mostly the just arcade gameplay.
Mm, yeah.
I'm not really the kind of person that likes playing online.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I'm just trying to complete the story mode, but I have very little time, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds. If you don't have a whole lot of time playing on the story mode, it can kind of grind on you a little bit, I imagine, because there's going to be a lot of watching dialogue, watching other people
Yeah,
talk, and not so much the button mashing that we really want to do.
most of the time I just skip the cutscenes. Not gonna lie,
Get to the fight, get to the fight, get to the fight.
I just want some action.
I want to smash something. As far as that goes, what is your favorite modern game right now?
That's a difficult question. I was gonna say something like Super Mario Galaxy, but I think that's already retro,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Um.
Oh, how time flies.
Yeah. It goes quite quickly the electronics industry, no matter where you go. Um.
Oh yeah.
But I say I was, since I'm much older than most people um, who know what VTubers are.
Mm.
um, but I mean, I was there for when the first video games came out, and we thought those were incredible. I mean, the old Atari games and that type of thing.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was such an advancement.
Oh yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Oh, it is. It is really. It was. We
Oh, okay.
we went from board games to playing Pong all night long, that type of thing,
Mm.
on your television, and then of course every new game that came out had a different type of thing, and the arcades were big too. I spent a lot of money at arcades.
Oh, I imagine.
Yeah, yeah, I threw a lot of 25-cent pieces in those machines over the years, and I'd still do it too if my
But
wife would
it
let me.
has some charm,
Oh,
honestly.
oh yeah, yeah, and it's odd now that you can get some of those arcade games on discs for your computer or your console, and these games that we thought back then were so complicated, they can fit like 20 of them on one disc.
All
No,
right.
it's really crazy to think about that. Now, if I could just get one to play with the same controllers, that would be perfectly good too. Because some of them don't really work with the controllers now. But um, so what is next for your channel? Have you got some game lined up that you're really looking forward to?
What is next? That's a very good question. You make really good questions. Uh, well, I usually just um go along with what I have. Like I'm playing what I'm playing, and once I finish, I'll think about what I'll play next,
Mm-hmm.
and what is the next goal, and what is the next everything.
Hmm.
Well, for example, I'm also making some challenges, like we could say, for every milestone. The next one will be making a song cover.
Hmm. Oh, good. I'm gonna hear that. I'm all for.
It's gonna be bad.
Well, can't
I'm
be.
not a good singer.
Yeah, I can tell you this already. It's already going to be better than anything I can do, so it's not going to be the worst.
Like,
I mean, I haven't hit a note correctly since 1985, so that'll tell you something. Um, it's really bad, but I'm really glad that people get a chance to explore their talents and show them off to other people like this. Uh,
yeah, in the end, I think it's just about having fun,
yeah.
enjoying,
Oh
and
yeah.
trying new things.
Yeah. Is has it been enjoyment for you all the time for these last couple of years?
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I haven't regret becoming a VTuber at all in the past few years.
That is
Everything has been super fun.
that's good. You haven't had any burnout times or times you needed to step back a little bit?
Not really. It may happen at some point, but so far, I just have fun and just vibe.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the best part of it is that you still get to enjoy yourself. And
Yeah, I
and
try to make it calm.
yeah. And when you get people uh, when you realize that people are coming back to watch you stream and watch what you're doing, how does that affect you when you know they're doing this because they enjoy being around you?
Sir, could you repeat the question?
Sure. Uh, have you realized yet that these folks who are in your chat are there specifically because you're there? They're following you as a personality more than the games that you're playing.
Well, yeah, I have a very decent following. I mean, it's not the biggest, but it's a very loyal one, and they are there no matter what I stream, and I'm really thankful about that. It really feels nice to have someone that really wants to watch what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, sometimes when I stream something specific, some more people, new people come,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time I have the same viewers, and I really appreciate that, honestly.
Yeah, it is nice to have that to lean on and know that the you're a big part of their life too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like to I like to think that.
I like to think that I'm a big
I
part of
just want
everybody's life.
to have everyone have fun and
Yeah.
enjoy, and well, my streams can be kind of chaotic sometimes, but I try to make them relaxing. So some people have told me they put them in the background so they can chill
Hmm.
while they do chores or something like that.
Oh, yeah. That's perfectly fine. That in especially if you're sometimes I'm watching streams while I'm at work, and I have them on the background, and sometimes I actually have to work, which okay, I'll do some things, but when there are down times, and I get to watch the streams while that's going on, there is a lot to be
Mhm.
said for that. That's a very valuable thing to do, be able to do, and I hope that the VTubers realize that again, you're providing a service for people that they're enjoying.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the the aspect of getting in front of an audience and knowing that you have people out there waiting for you and are watching you as you play. Um, was that something you had to? Did you have a fear of that before getting started, and did you have to overcome that a little bit?
Well, as I said before, I'm pretty shy. So when I started, I remember when there were people waiting for the stream, I was a little bit anxious because I was like, now I'm gonna start talking, and there will be people listen to what I say. I've overcome that, I think.
Yeah. Are you in person a little shy, or are you someone who can come up and start talking with someone you don't know?
When I have to talk with someone I don't know, I'm super shy. I'm
Eh.
always super shy. But once I get a little bit confident, I'm the chaos in person.
You're a chatterbox. You just keep going and going and going. That's
uh, well, with some friends, I am the one that talks the most.
that's great because that means you're relaxed and you're comfortable. Um, is VTubing a comfortable thing for you, and is it more comfortable now than it was when you first turned the microphone on?
Oh, it totally is more comfortable now.
Mm.
I mean, it has always been something I've been comfortable with, but when I started, I was just yeah, super, super, super shy. Uh, Recently, I just checked my debut, and I just saw that my voice was trembling. There were so many issues. Yeah, I'm more comfortable now. I don't have as much problem with coming up with topics when I speak or something like that.
Right. So you look back for the first time. I mean, you just had your second anniversary, so I mean that's
Hmm.
quite a long ways back. Uh, some folks try to hide that as much as possible. What they did when they first came on. Was it kind of painful to watch a little bit?
Yeah, it was. It was. There were so many issues back then. For example, I just realized that I was muted for like 10 minutes, and I never realized. Like I just found out when I just watched it, or the BGM was double for some reason. Yeah, so many problems.
Just those are types of things that you wouldn't really notice, especially the first couple times out.
Yeah,
That
and my chat didn't tell me either. So
they're just like, oh, maybe they do this on purpose. I don't know. they're learn
maybe.
they're learning too along the way.
But yeah, that's how you learn in the end.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Making
you
mistakes.
you dive into the deep end and you better start swimming at that
Totally.
at that point. Um, have you been able to do any collaborations with other VTubers yet?
Yeah, I haven't collabed much because I just play what I have and don't really think about who should I collab with or anything.
Hmm.
But I have collabed with some friends before, and in fact, I'm gonna collab later today with a friend of mine.
Mm, that's cool. Is it tougher to do uh, where you're at in the world? Is it tougher to find folks to be up at your time to be up and ready to play online in a collaboration?
Yeah, it's honestly problem sometimes because I have some friends. For example, I'm from Spain. I have some friends that are from America.
Mm-hmm.
I have some friends that are from other countries with different time zones. It can be confusing, and I hate time zones. But at the end of the day, I only collab with friends, people I'm comfortable with,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and people with whom I already know their time zones and how to make it work. So yeah,
That's good. That's good because it's sometimes hard to build up an audience if you're in a certain area,
yeah.
just because of the time, more than anything
Mm.
else. Have you been using other means like YouTube or TikTok or anything to try and promote your channel?
Yeah, well, I multi-stream to
Mm-hmm.
begin with. I stream both on YouTube and on Twitch.
Cool. Cool.
And besides that, I also post clips of my streams on TikTok and on Instagram, and of
Excellent.
course Twitter and Blue Sky.
Yep. Yep. Got to add Blue Sky now. Everybody's on there.
Yeah,
That took off in a
honestly,
hurry.
it's a really nice place.
Yep. Let's hope it stays that way.
I hope so too.
I keep looking over my shoulder, waiting for the next shoe to fall, but it hasn't done that yet. So I'm pretty happy with it. So
Yeah.
what do you want to do with your channel that you haven't been able to do yet?
Well, I'd like to do many things actually. I'd love to, for example, do a karaoke stream. I haven't been able to yet,
Hmm.
but I love to. Again, I don't sing well, in my opinion, but it's all about the laughs,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
It,
that's just an example. I really want to try many different things, but I wanna try some things that no one has ever tried. I still
mm.
have to think what that is, but I'd like to.
You have the idea to have an idea.
Exactly.
That's a good start. I'm going to use that when I talk to my wife next time when she she says, "Well, how come you haven't done that yet?" Well, I was thinking about it. That'll work.
I will have to copyright the idea.
Yeah, yeah. You copyright it over there, and I'll copyright it over here. We'll split the money.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, so when you decided to do the VTubing and you uh, got started, did you have a model ready to go, or did you come up with one later on?
No, I already had the model ready for my debut.
Hmm.
In fact, it's a concept that I came up with way before my debut.
Ah, way before your debut. So you had the idea and the model kind of sitting there waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, pretty much. I did a quick drawing of what I wanted it to be, and when I finally decided to start streaming and start VTubing,
Hmm.
I said, "Okay, let's bring this to life."
Hmm. So,
It wasn't really close to what I wanted because I was very limited. It is closer now
hmm, yeah,
than before.
yeah. Did you did you have to go out and get somebody to do the artwork for you?
Oh no, the drawing I made was one quick sketch I made, and then the model itself I made on Vroid.
Oh, so you did it all yourself.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty wild.
yeah, because I have no money basically.
Well, yeah, but I mean that just means that you've got more personally invested in it. I mean it's
Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
the first model I made, I wanted to make it again, as I said, uh, something close to what I envisioned at first,
Hmm.
but I didn't know how Vroid worked really, so it really didn't look much like it.
Mm.
Sometime after that, when I got more experience, I tried again, and I'm pretty happy with the result.
Oh, absolutely. It's a fine looking model, and it's one that'll take you a
Thank you.
while. I mean, would you be looking to do something else with the model later on?
Right now, I'm happy with it. Basically, what I'm doing is right now doing different outfits and versions of the model. Like, for example, I have a butler or a doctor version of my model.
Ah, that's good. And so you have a lot of exchangeable type of things for your model. You
Yeah,
you put a lot
I
of
want
effort
to
into
spice it
this.
up.
Yeah, you put a lot of effort into this, haven't you?
I have actually, yeah. And recently I changed the overlays and all that, and I work on that myself too.
Have you? Are you an artist? Would you say?
No, no, not at all.
So how did you?
I like to draw and I like to design things, but I wouldn't say I'm an artist, not professionally at least.
Hmm. Well, you don't have to be a professional artist to be an artist. Um,
That's true.
yeah,
But
and
still, no, I don't know. I want to call myself an artist.
yeah. Well, I'll call you much more of an artist than I'll ever be. So there you go. It's great to see that it seems like it's kind of out of your comfort zone a little bit. Maybe before you wouldn't have shown you wouldn't have gone out and sung in front of a bunch of people or shown your art drawings to anybody else. And now that now that you have this opportunity, you are taking that opportunity.
Yeah, sorry, could you repeat?
I was saying that, when you were writing before, when you were making artwork or maybe thinking about singing, did you ever think about showing that to anybody else?
Outside of Beethoven, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I will probably show my closest friends, maybe my family, but that's about it.
But now you're able to show it to the world, and that
Yeah,
takes some courage.
it does actually. Sometimes when I make something and I show it, I'm kind of nervous because I'm like, will they like it? Will they kill me for this? You know?
No. and
Yeah, but
uh,
it's fine. It's fine.
well, as I mean, I imagine your chat has been pretty supportive of you for that type of thing.
Yeah, actually, they have been super supportive always,
Mm,
and I really appreciate them for that.
yeah. It's what would you say your relationship with your chat is like? Um, is it like buddy buddy, or is it are they trying to mess you up? What's it like?
Well, I like to think about myself as a big brother,
Mm.
but the truth is that they often bully me, but I think that's normal.
Not
But no, I like to act like a big brother, and if I can give them advice, I do. If I can laugh with them, I do, and things like that.
it's not malicious or anything though. I mean, they're not trying to mess you up too bad.
No, no, not too bad.
Yeah, just pull a prank now and again on you.
Yeah, just for the laughs.
Get somebody backseat driving on your game and run you right off a cliff or something.
Um, I don't think that has ever happened. Maybe it has, and I don't remember because my memory sometimes is quite a mess. But I don't think they've ever messed with me that way.
uh, I'm not giving them any ideas, so don't do that. Don't do that to Rinku, please.
Maybe they will start from now on.
Oh no, I hope not. I hope not, because uh, I think that you've got a great situation here where you are enjoying yourself, your chat's enjoying yourself, and things continue to be rolling awfully smoothly. Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with how everything is going. Honestly, how I'm growing as well. Not just in numbers,
Mm-hmm.
but also personally. I think the experience is making me improve as a person too.
Mm. Well, that's all you can ask for, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. And well, I mean, it's nice if you can get some money on the side.
Of course, that's always nice.
If someone wants to drop a few euros your direction, you probably wouldn't turn it down. I know I wouldn't.
Who knows? Who knows?
Of course, I was a radio guy for a long time, and we would do just about anything for money at that point because we weren't getting paid. We'll take the free anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah.
So, what are your goals for? Let's because we're late in this year now. Do you have any goals set up for next year? That I know we talked about the some things you haven't done yet, but have you got some places you want your channel to be by this time next year?
Yeah. Well, my most immediate goals will be reaching affiliate in Twitch
Mm-hmm.
because I'm struggling with that. I have the numbers. I'm just missing the average viewers.
Mm.
And then on YouTube, I'd like to get monetized, of course.
Of
Like
course.
as you said, I enjoy this, but a little bit of money is not bad. Who knows? I still have to meet the criteria for that, but who knows? Maybe next year is my year. Who knows?
Well, we're going to keep an eye on you and find out whether it is your year or not. We've got all the links we could find for Rinku on the description for this video and this interview. And I just want to thank you so much for coming on. It's an absolute pleasure
No,
talking
thank you
with
for
you.
having me.
Absolutely. And please,
It was a lovely time.
thank you. And keep us in touch with what's going on with you because I want to see how far you get with this. I think you got a really good mindset for this, and obviously you're having so much fun. It's good to see.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.